Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I am Sen, your executive producer, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. I particularly want to thank our $25 tier supporters over on our Patreon at patreon.com/fsfilms, those being Cat Waterflame L, Jeremy Alexander, and Samantha Bates. Thank you all very much for your support over the years, and thank you for everyone that's tuning in. If you're watching live, please, at this point, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're live!
Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Mara, your storyteller for the evening of this game of Changeling the Lost. Maybe professional. Joining me today is Shawnee.
Hi, I'm Shawnee, and I'm playing Mercutio, the fairest mirror skin.
And Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Jeremy. I am playing Effie Nixfire. Currently going by Rowan, who is I always forget, elemental playmate.
Yes.
Remembered without having to look at it.
And Sen.
I am Sen, and I am playing Gwynaria, the elemental snowskin. And I have no idea what's going on in the immediate sense.
Car. We're right outside.
Car is occurring. Okay, car is occurring.
Yeah, car. There you go. And Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I am playing Miranda. She is a Darkling Chandelaine. I don't know.
I thought you were about to say Chandler, and I was gonna be into it. And
Darkling
Jack.
Chandelier.
You be Morphe.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm here, and I'm playing Bracken Thorn, the Beast Hunter Heart.
Sweet. And last, also Bracken is deprived, sort of wasting away there slowly. No one else has any conditions.
I'm out of magic.
Yep. What they are is in a car heading toward Noblette on the Michigan Tech campus, where Bracken apparently has some sort of book he really needs to get to. He's still sort of doing the single word situation, but he did indicate that his girl was leaving. His girl being in a hiking group of some sort with another guy. So that's a situation. The Motley, they aren't technically a Motley, no one signed anything, have found a temporary home, temporary, slightly more permanent than their previous temporary housing, but it's sort of in a graveyard, not infested by raccoons or any other critters as far as they know, is occupied probably by their horse companion, friend, sidekick, mascot. Not
He's
really sure what the designation is going
He is
to
our
end
horse.
up being.
You keep adding
He is
superlatives to
horse.
this character.
Yes. I think that covers it.
We have neighbors at our new house as well,
Yes. Yes.
Who are raccoons?
who are raccoons. Yes.
Yes.
Stretching
But,
the definition of neighbors a bit.
Radar is driving you. He's
And
in
he's allowed
exchange for
a look
a
at the
look
cover
at the
page,
book.
right?
Yes. Uh-huh. He has agreed to give you a lift to campus.
Sorry, because I just put
Oh,
this together, Jack.
fucking
Did you
hell.
call him Horf
Sorry.
because it's a shortening of horse friend?
Okay, how much of background do you want on this?
A yes or no will be fine.
That's not what Horf is short for. No,
Okay.
it is simply a mispronunciation of the word horse.
Okay.
There we go. But
Otherwise, we
The
get into a
cars-
very deep Minecraft story, and you might not want all that detail.
the car is currently
take it
curving
later.
past.
How much detail? It's only like
the
4 bits.
Oh boy.
We're headed towards that back parking lot, right, Mark?
Yes. Yep. Curving around. Because there's.
Do I have
there's some
clothes
more
yet?
parking. Yes, you do have clothes. Everyone has clothes. Everyone has gotten food.
Question: do they fit?
Yeah. Mostly, it's not like it's not. You don't have like tailored clothes. It was like stuff from Goodwill. You had a bag of clothes that you could pick through.
How many clothes from the big and tall section were at the Goodwill? I guess is the question.
They had a few.
It's the Upper Peninsula. There's
yeah.
gonna be some.
Okay.
There's tall people.
Go.
There's some big Swedes up here, my friend.
That's all I want to check. Because if I were to go to it like a Goodwill here, it would be sparse pickings.
Yeah, no, you had an option. So actually, that's a good question. What did you think? What would you have grabbed? What style are we looking at?
In the moment, not being able to pick her own stuff, Gonario would definitely have just gotten like a something supportive for the twins, and like a Henley, like a Henley and some jeans or something comfortable.
Okay.
Nothing too thick or too heavy.
Given it's the big and tall section, what would Gwenaria say to overalls?
At not being particularly picky, so she would possibly also take some overalls and like boots if they had them.
Yeah, I had a couple pairs of boots.
Like very workman as far as the overall aesthetic is at the moment.
You good back there? You're blocking the rear view. As I think Bracken was like watching out of the back.
Yeah,
You
no,
were in the
Bracken
back
was
of the-
definitely doing the dog thing where you just watch, follow the line.
Uh-huh.
He sort of shakes himself. Good. Book.
Yeah, book, sure. We're gonna talk about that. You do understand.
Yes.
Good. Is that a yes because because you don't understand, you just want to give a response, or is that a yes?
Yes.
All right. Just saying.
He is looking you directly in the eyes
Okay.
very intently this whole time, though.
Okay.
As you're talking to him, yeah.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
focus on book primary goals first.
Yes, book.
What is it?
I'm gonna park.
Do you have an idea of what kind of book we're looking for, Bracken?
He kind of makes a vague gesture with his hands that,
Is it?
it doesn't seem to be like, the commemorative National Geographic Atlas scale book, or anything. It seems to be like a book.
Is it a notebook? Something
Note.
personal that you would write in, or
Yes.
something?
No.
Something personal that someone else would write in, not a published book.
No, it's book. Kind of makes a flippy pages kind of motion.
Any particular color or title?
Hmm.
The cover's green.
Green book hid. I hid book.
A hidden green book.
Yes.
Are we parked at this point?
Yep. Want me to come in or?
And do what?
Bracken ignores the question and is headed for the building.
Gets out of the car, heading towards the building.
Yep.
I think just hold out for us.
All right. Getaway driver. He puts on some sunglasses, pushes them up, and sort of slouches down.
Yes. Good job, Radar. Proud of you, buddy.
Ooh. And you head toward the building. Noblet is the forestry building. Let me pull up my map. I should have done this before. I'm not prepared. Hang on. There it is. The sort of, as you kind of like walk toward it, it's got these kind of like big glass doors in the front. You're currently coming in kind of from the side though. Those glass doors were what they were coming out of earlier last week. There's also like some side entrances, that type of thing. If you pull on any of them, they're locked. The building is closed right now, as it's the day after Thanksgiving.
Bracken got a single success on his general recollection of Noblet.
Okay.
For what that's worth, just so you have that on hand.
Okay. You would remember that you usually come in from this side. This is like your general approach because you park in this. You think you park in this lot. This looks familiar. This like direction, the angle of the sun, etc. You should have keys, or like, yeah, you should have keys of some sort. You're missing something.
He pats his pockets like these were actually clothes these are jeans that he was wearing previously, apparently, because he came out with blue jeans on.
Yeah.
And looks at his.
I'm gonna do a roll.
Okay.
High or low?
Low.
Low? Okay.
Damn it.
No. No keys. You're out of luck.
Mercutio, do I recall you having the ability to produce things from pockets?
I certainly can. But in particular, let me actually take a look at this door. Mercutio says as they sort of look at the door for a minute. Let me, because I need to check and see if I have the glamour I'm gonna need for this or not, or if I can fulfill the loophole.
I think you still have glamour left.
I have some, but I don't want to use my last 2 glamour on.
That's very fair.
Bracken is looking around, trying to say, how climbable does this building look?
Hang on, let me look at a picture of it.
I want to make sure that I want to see if I can fulfill the loophole or not.
Ooh, if I search that in Google, the second automatic autofill it gives me is how to build a worm farm for some reason.
Fascinating.
I'm amused.
How you build a worm farm is you fill an area with toxic waste, make sure that the bangs show up.
Right.
That's fine.
So
No, you just kill a man in Reno and leave him to die.
As Jack steps away. It is like 2 stories. There are it's a concrete foundation. You've got like a panel of kind of windows that tilt up and can tilt up and out in the summer. Kind of right along the ground floor, because it's sort of like the building is sort of like sunken down a bit into the ground. So that one is fairly reachable as far as getting into the building. There is there's another story with windows up higher. Some of it is second story and some of it's just like a big open, there's a big like atrium in the middle of it. As like the big entrance. That to get up there, it's like panels, it's like wood paneled basically.
Okay.
It's not super easy to climb.
I can fulfill the loophole here. So
Okay.
Mercutio sort of like looks at the door, looks around. What's the environment around this door like in general?
It's like it's a little bit like of a stairwell down to get down. It looks like a side service entrance kind of situation, right off of the parking lot.
Is there like the maintained like small stretch of lawn between the road and the actual sidewalk?
It's like maintained. There is like you can see like there's a groove, like lots of students pass this way. This is a like shortcut basically.
Like, is there garden or like a couple of rocks nearby?
There's some trees.
Yeah,
you could count.
So Mercutio sort of looks around, like there's got to be. Hang on a minute. Let me look around for a minute. And Mercutio spends, as the loophole says, a full minute, sort of looking around different objects, and then eventually like scratches her chin, walks over to a tree, kicks it, stands up, reaches into a branch, and pulls out a key. There it is. As she uses the loophole for hidden reality.
Excellent. And you feel that familiar frisson of magic. One thing for Sen's information. You all did notice there is a significant difference in the ambient like noise of magical energy. It's higher on this side of the river. Basically like being at the bottom of a waterfall down here, you can feel like the energy is higher than where you were on the graveyard that you all live at now. Is on the other side of like the portage in between Hancock and Houghton, and Hancock is significantly like quieter. So FYI.
Even though I do fulfill the loophole, it does cost me one of my 2 glamour because I'm using the Wizen's clause, which is that I purchased with experience at the end of last session.
Okay.
Which is the Hatter may pay an additional point of glamour to create whole new objects that could reasonably be found in the area, like a set of keys on a nearby table or a car parked in the garage. And so
you find the key under
she's
the lock.
finding a key that would be hidden nearby to get into the building reasonably.
To be clear,
Yes,
to be clear, there.
Yes.
The noise on this side of the river.
Ambient magical atmosphere energy
sorry,
kind of thing.
River. What is river?
The kind of like portage between it connects.
Okay, so there's an actual river. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to
it like connects Torch Lake to Lake Superior.
Okay.
I think it's literally just called the Portage River, and it sort of
Lake,
the city of
Torch Lake. Portage Lake to Lake Superior. It's a really long kind of river.
So kind of like a canal cut that splits the peninsula.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it connects. It basically the cities of Houghton and Hancock are adjacent and divided by this river.
Houghton.
Yeah.
Houghton, whatever.
Listen, I told you all. This is my excuse to tell you Michigan facts.
Right.
Yeah, Houghton and Hancock are like literally just separated by this river.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's pronounced Hancock.
No one's been exporting these Changeling episodes to YouTube, right?
I don't think so.
There's been a lot of we'll give you that's a whole thing. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be exported, by the way.
Yeah, I'm exporting it right now.
Cool.
Sweet.
Because I stopped recording this broadcast because I ran out of space on my disc, so I have to make sure that I don't need any of the videos I still have on my computer before I start deleting them.
So as you pull the key out of thin air, Mercutio, it starts off as like one of those big, like basically a big wooden skeleton key situation that shrinks down into just a little metal SC that you could get at any sort of hardware store.
Oh, there we go. People always keep a spare key nearby.
And it does work in the door.
And she steps up, puts the key in the door, and turns it.
Okay.
All right. Dope.
I can-
I'm into it.
I'm running low a little bit on the stuff that makes that happen. So if we could figure out that whole harvesting thing at some point.
Bracken does the sort of dog wiggle through the door to be through first.
Okay.
As somebody starts to open.
It's like
You can
open
feel
door
like-
is immediately there's a sudden force pushing it
Right,
further
yeah.
open.
Right, yep.
Yeah. Sort of a ripple kind of following you down the stairwell as you go in, but it stops at the threshold. Doesn't follow you in the building.
Okay.
And you are inside. It's dim in here. They've got like the emergency kind of lighting on. You are kind of in one of the hallways where a lot of the grad student offices are.
Okay.
You don't remember where you left the book.
No.
That was the one.
What's
Bracken's going to start just wandering the halls looking for anything familiar.
Okay.
sweetie? What's the book look like?
Green.
Green. Anything on the cover? Does it? How big? How thick is it? Is
I'm
it
gonna make
big
a
book or
roll to see
small
what I
book,
remember about the book.
Or
Yeah.
because we'll
I'll
all
spend a willpower
happily-
on this.
We'll all happily help you, but we need to know.
One success to remember details about the book other than green.
It was paperback.
Ben's.
Okay.
Do you remember where you hit like in or under something?
Under.
Oh, okay. Because I would have assumed drop ceiling tile.
Oh,
But-
no. Under.
Okay. Okay. Under. And he gets down on all fours and starts sniffing around the floor.
Under building, under a desk.
Under something.
Okay.
All your
And
mind
he's doing that
conspides.
sort of middle distance blink kind of trying to pull details that just are not there.
Okay,
Yep.
it's underneath something, and it's bendy. You say?
Mm.
Okay.
Paperback and
Yes.
a green paperback notebook somewhere underneath something.
I'm just gonna look around and
Yeah.
see.
Well, let's be clear. Is it a book or a notebook? Because those are two separate things.
I asked
Book.
earlier in the car, and there was no clarification.
Book then. Green paperback book.
Yeah.
Under something.
Were you
Uh,
going to do
title.
something, son?
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm just going to. Where are we in? Just like are we in like an actual like room, or are we in just a hallway?
No, you're in a hallway right now. It's got it's the grad student
Okay.
offices, so there's lots of little like basically they'll have
Would-
like one main door that goes into a cluster. The doors that are kind of like in the hallway are glass paneled, so you can kind of see into them, and they have like these little kind of cul-de-sacs of like 3 offices per cluster kind of along this hallway, and then it bends and it looks like the down toward the right is a little bit more brightly lit, like there's either more it looks like kind of more sunlight coming from that direction.
Are there any signs? Are there lockers or storage like storage bins or anything like that?
There are filing cabinets, and you can see some of the different all of the clusters are like decorated slightly differently. Some of them have storage lockers, a couple of them have like file cabinets. You imagine there's
Okay.
probably more filing cabinets in the offices as well.
And
There's not really any like there's not really any like storage in the hallway itself. It's all in these little like clusters
yeah.
of things.
and when we met Bracken's touchstone, which I understand from context clues to be an ex-girlfriend, or what Bracken thought
We
was
saw her. We didn't really meet her.
Saw
but
her.
yes.
Yes. So she is a kind of looks like a student here, blonde, has had on a like hiking backpack, like a backpacking backpack and hiking shoes, as well as her companion. She had a man with him who was kind of tall, had his arm slung around her shoulder, and then 2 people were kind of following them. They also looked like they were dressed to go hiking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a? Okay, so they didn't. We didn't actually interact with them. He just saw them.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
From the car as they were.
So
I'm. Oh. Go ahead.
Let's Sen finish and then Jeremy.
So I'm just gonna start looking at any names that are on any of these storage units and seeing if any of them seem like if any of them match up with Bracken's name, or if any of them seem to be if any of them seem to be like like innately out of place, like a name that just doesn't make like a name that doesn't make sense, like someone like
Okay.
named like this Charlie Sheen or something like that,
Yeah. Give me a.
I love that that's where you went.
Give me a. I feel like that's just wits and wits. No. Yeah. Wits and investigation. Just to
Yeah,
see
that's
what you can kind of.
those
find.
pair pretty well usually. Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
And then is Rowan saying something to Bracken?
was going to, but it sounds
Okay.
like we're going right into it. So
Well,
Oh,
sorry.
Gwinaria is
no.
just going.
I
Yeah,
was just
Gennaria's
looking
looking for
around
this.
while y'all were talking, and I had
Okay,
started
yeah,
that. I had
sure.
started that idea, and then you jumped in while I was trying to finish the idea.
no,
So that was-
absolutely, yeah, and
Yeah.
that was my bad.
right.
Sorry, what was the
So
role?
we-
I completely lost it.
It's an investigation.
Wits and investigation.
Thank you. Now, Jeremy. Sorry.
Okay,
Yep.
so we've got probably as much time as we need. It's a big place, but I think we can probably search pretty much all of it if we want to stay here long enough.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a. That didn't even roll dice. Hang on.
That's a chance roll, yeah.
That's chance roll. -3. Oh, okay.
If you don't have
If
skills in
you're
investigation,
unskilled.
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a mental skill. Those fuckers are punishing.
Yeah.
Chance dice.
Bracken's not going to be doing any doctoring
Hey,
anytime
I got a 10
soon.
on the chance die.
Hey!
Nice.
There you
Okay,
go.
we'll get to that.
Let's break this up. I mean, we're not going to be dumb and we're not going to go all off in one direction each. I think we all know better than to do that, hopefully. But like break into groups of a few and everybody takes a section and everybody just goes under everything apparently, because apparently it's under something.
Yes.
Gwinaria. A lot of these are like Smith. Some of them don't have names. They're like kind of got scratched out and have paper over it that says like King of Science, that kind of thing. One of the clusters does have the names of as I find the names I had given people. Smithley, Sterling, and Moon. Moon strikes you a little bit out of context.
Why? I'm looking at the moon. What sort of storage unit is the moon one?
Moon has a like full coat rack situation made out of deer antlers with like a windbreaker on it, like a bright orange windbreaker.
I'm going to check under the windbreaker and see if there's anything like if there's like a book or anything tucked in a pocket or something like that.
Okay. So Gwenaria walks into one of the glass rooms as you're talking
Right.
about
Mhm.
not separating off and going by
Oh, yeah.
yourselves. Gwenaria walks into this room. All of the offices in here have their doors closed, but you just walk into the kind of like glass enclosure area. It's unlocked. Lift up the windbreaker. Nothing.
Look down.
It
there-
is cold, like
Reckon-
visibly colder than the rest. Like it feels colder than the rest of the room.
The
Like it was
windbreaker does?
recently outside. What's that?
The windbreaker does.
Yes.
Gwenari just goes.
Like the-
Someone's here. Hopefully
Or we
loud
could
enough for them
just
to
go
hear.
off by ourselves. Someone's here, you say?
I mean,
Bracken?
unless it's. Oh, go ahead.
Bracken grabs Miranda and Rowan's hands and walks them into the same general area where Grenaria is.
I will grab Mercutio.
That's what I think. Mercutio being left behind.
We're making a change.
Bye.
He has
Everyone
two hands,
moves.
guys.
As I'm getting yoinked, it's like, oh, whoa!
There is a child's daisy chain of playground situation.
Gwenari just looks over her shoulder as you all sort of come in, and just goes, either someone's here or this windbreaker flew itself in from outside.
Now it's a little bit crowded in here. There are 5
Were-
of you.
Were the names clearly displayed?
Yes. You
Can-
can give me another
Okay.
with what did I have? Intelligence and composure. +3.
Cool. He's got a -1, so this will be at a +2.
Okay.
Is there anything in the pockets?
Nothing.
4
Very
successes.
unhelpful for people who want to be stalked.
Sterling's your last name.
He points at where it says Sterling and says, "Me."
I'll check over there. Is there anything that can
Yeah,
be looked
and
under?
immediately, if there's anything accessible, it's just rooting through shit now.
The door is locked.
He'll kick it open.
Okay. That's gonna be
I am shutting the door to the room that we are in to hopefully
Yes.
muffle the noise.
yeah,
of a
it was
smashing-
already like kind of closing. It's one of
I
those.
just push it shut
Uh-huh.
and cringe.
Strength and athletics.
3 successes.
It one of the hinges on the bottom kind of splinters. It's not off yet.
Another kick.
Do it again.
Another 3 successes.
There you go. Second try. It kind of caves in. The burst of well, the door is visibly has been broken into.
Right,
You
yeah,
like basically splintered the door frame slightly where the
Right, yep,
hinges were attached.
Yep.
And you see this also is familiar. That same sort of like deja vu sensation.
Mhm.
It's been a while, but and you think it should smell musty in here, but it does not. It smells kind of like piney, sort of fresh. There's a wooden desk that's very scratched up. It looks like it's been used by generations of students, probably. There is a let me think about this. There's a laptop plugged in with the top closed. There is a filing cabinet kind of off to the left side. There is a wastebasket on the side with a whole bunch of stuff in it. Doesn't look like it's been emptied out yet. In the desk as well, there are drawers and things. There's one like deep drawer on the right hand side with a smaller one on top, and then on the other side is like 3 shorter drawers.
Okay.
It's carpeted in here as well. There was carpet all in this like atrium, the like four-chamber as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like kind of grayish green brown
Mhm.
color.
Okay.
Wood paneling on the walls.
All right.
Bracken, I did say that there was someone here as you go kicking open doors.
Hmm?
Someone is
No
in
keys.
the building. We didn't have keys for the other door either, but we didn't break our way in.
He kind of blinks at you and then immediately starts looking for the book.
Gunaria, I appreciate that you think that that's gonna. I admire the fact that you think that's gonna make a difference to Bracken.
It
Wits
will
and
eventually.
composure, son.
Oh, wits and composure.
Yeah,
She goes.
just to see.
I would
And
also
then is
like
it wits
to.
an investigation for Bracken as he's trying to
Uh-huh.
find? Okay. He's
Yep.
spending a willpower.
0.
Okay.
There was.
I would also like to wits and composure that shit.
Okay.
'cause
Yeah.
There's
If-
no way
yeah.
this can be good.
Mercutio
Oh, wait, I
and
should-
Miranda,
some
are you doing anything in particular?
Miranda's sticking close to Bracken. She'll
Okay.
she'll assist looking around, but she's sticking close.
Okay. Yeah, you already rolled.
It's all good.
2. You open all of the drawers.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The filing cabinet is unlocked.
Okay.
You don't. You find a lot of paperwork. Some of it is familiar. Still, a
Mhm.
lot of it like it's like the vague sort of familiar of
Right.
I've seen this before. That's my handwriting. I remember writing this, but you don't remember any specifics about it. None of it is
Right.
the book.
Mhm. Yep.
Nothing in
Setting
the
stuff on
drawers.
top of the desk, probably.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. One of the drawers has a scarf in it. It's
He'll take that out and wrap it around his neck.
Okay. Yep. There's some like compass, some like sampling equipment, basically.
Yeah, like field stuff.
Tape measure. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Yep. He'll jam all of those into his pockets.
Excellent. No book.
He'll tilt up the filing cabinet and see if there's like, because usually they've got like that
Yeah.
edge of space underneath, and just like see if it's down there.
Okay. Another wits and composure.
Oh, okay.
Or not wits and composure. Wits and investigation. Yeah.
Rowan got a 1 on their wits and composure, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He
I
got
got
a
a-
1
I got a
success on
0.
that one as well.
Rowan, Granaria, he's making too much of a racket for you to hear anything.
Fine, it's fine.
Rowan, you kind of are listening out. You don't hear anything in the immediate vicinity, which is good. In the far distance, like it sounds like it's around probably a couple of corners. There is like the hum of one of those buffing machines kind of going.
Oh, yeah,
It's sort
cleaning
of-
the floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds far away, and you did not hear it. It didn't sound like there was no stutter in the sound. There was no pause. It doesn't sound like it's reacted to noises of things so far.
I'm going to look over at the racket. I realize the racket's done now, but look over at the racket because I'm sure it'll start again soon. Look over at Gwynneri like, should we do some preemptive covering?
Let's
Let's go out and find whoever's here and say hi.
Yes, probably. I'll look over at Mercutio and Miranda. Try your best to keep him in line, or at least not destroying the rest of the building.
Unless that part of the building might have money, because we're gonna need some of that.
The two of you want to go? Okay.
I think it's probably we'll be good. We'll be good.
Have fun.
We need our best talker here in case someone comes around and sees this mess.
She shrugs.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, Miranda just quietly says.
And Gonario will start heading in the direction that Rowan had indicated.
In response to that, Rowan just goes and walks off.
Miranda will just smile slightly at Rowan. It was very much a joke.
Excellent. So Team Distract is going off.
This is great. This is not going to backfire on us at all.
I'm so excited.
Fantastic.
You split the party. It's my favorite thing.
Mercutio looks around to see if there's anything that like she doubts it, but she wonders if there's like anything remotely passes for like high vis equipment or like safety hard hat or anything like that.
Want
I
to make there
mean-
be something?
Not spending my last glamour on that.
I know. I just had this image of you like going over to one of the other doors and going, "It's a good thing I've got a foreman friend here," and opening it up, and there's a goblin in a foreman's like outfit.
The windbreaker.
I can't do that if I
outside-
spend glamour.
The windbreaker out in the like. I'm just gonna keep calling it the atrium. I don't know what else word to call this. the
Foyer,
weird
right,
little
yeah.
Foyer. Was pretty bright orange. Not like it didn't look like a full high vis. It didn't have like the reflective tape on it. But it does look fairly like here. see
No.
me.
She was looking to do some social engineering, and just the fact that you can get anywhere and excuse anything if you've got a hard hat and a clipboard and a high vis vest.
There is a clipboard. There's not a hard hat. That was
Okay,
part
well,
of the
she'll-
stuff that Bracken has taken out of the desk.
She will grab the clipboard and pick up a pen off the desk that is presumably just laying there after the desks have been rifled through.
Yeah, there's
And
pens.
just in her like best, most studious, like just adopt the visage of an inspector and start like looking at the damage to the building and like the door, and just start writing stuff down that is written in such a small shorthand that no one looking at the clipboard could possibly read it.
Okay.
Like we're talking
alright.
doctor prescription shorthand.
This is why we
Cool.
left
I'll keep that
Mercutio
in mind.
there.
Yep. And team search continues.
Yep. Bracken got one success when he tipped up the file cabinet.
Maybe the carpet in the corner's loose?
He'll definitely like drag things out and start trying to carefully peel that up.
Okay. Miranda, are you helping at this point? I think you were.
Yeah, like she'll see him. She's maybe okay, and then she will help like start to peel it up a little bit.
Okay. With assistance, I'm gonna have Miranda make a wits investigation roll first. If you get some successes, you add to Bracken's roll.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Two successes.
sweet.
All
You
right.
get to add +2.
Another 2 successes.
Okay. You're gonna have
We're-
to pull up more of this carpet. You
Okay.
got like the corner. There's the like you get it up the tack strip on
Okay.
one side. But you're not seeing anything. like,
Does it look like it's been moved before? With 2
Yes.
success. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Like it's fairly easy to lift this up. You can see
Mm-hmm.
a couple of like the tack nails in there.
Mhm. Right.
Have been like bent.
Right.
And we're just like set back down and not really like tacked in again properly.
Could he make this like a dexterity and athletics roll to get this up the rest of the way then? Trying to do it carefully?
Trying to do it carefully? Yeah, I'll let dexterity athletics.
All right.
Not athletics. Sorry, hang on.
Okay.
My apologies.
No, that's okay.
Dexterity and stealth.
Oh, okay.
While
is
that's
like
happening, and Mercutio is sort of taking notes, she'll go, just remember, I was going to give you a willpower there.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah,
Can I just roll 3 more dice then?
if you want.
Yeah.
Um,
What's Mercutio saying?
She was just going to just make sure you're paying close attention there. You don't want to damage anything. This is very important, and presumably we want to leave this place intact. And she's
My
gonna
office.
yeah. It's your office. Keep it in order. And she's going to like offer the fairest boon of being able to spend willpower for other people.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. All right.
Oh, one of those explodes. So that
Nice.
brings it to 3 successes. 4 successes total.
Nice. Okay. We're gonna get back to you in a second.
Okay.
Gwynaria and Rowan team distract.
As we're walking, I look over at Rowan, and I'm also looking around. Do you have a knife or anything on hand? Scissors?
I wish.
I'm looking around for
That's
anything
one of my
sharp.
first things to acquire, but no, I
I'm,
don't.
I'm looking around for anything sharp as we're walking, like anything that like scissors, any sort of craft supplies or something along that lines.
There were scissors on Bracken's desk.
Oh,
If you wanted to have grabbed them.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Then yes.
Yeah. Also, like there were probably a pair of scissors at the cabin that you could have
So
taken.
we
I
both
think it's
have scissors.
All right, cool.
Congrats. Yes.
Well, so as we're walking, then I'm using those scissors, and I'm going to cut strategic bits of this Henley that I'm wearing out.
Okay.
Oh
to
God!
specifically,
Let me do this.
if you want,
As you start doing, I'm like, oh God, no! Let me do this.
Okay. Hand you the scissors.
I don't know. Maybe you have experience with this, but this is working with outfits is kind of my thing. So, what are you looking to do?
I'm just trying to make the she sort of lifts the shirt to reveal the 6-pack abs. Just trying to make these a little bit more apparent through the clothing, make it a little look worn and damaged.
Oh, honey, that's my thing. Absolutely. I can only do it quick right now, obviously, but give me time. I can do a real job on it.
That's fine. This is mostly for wandering eyes, should they be necessary.
Hell yes.
Dexterity and crafts for.
Oh wow. Oh no, not that roll.
Yes, make a sexy distressing roll, exactly.
Yeah. I am in favor of this.
I am gonna make an argument for my specialization here.
Okay.
Well, it tends to be specifically more for drag would definitely tend to be more for a feminine look in the case of the drag that Rowan does.
Mm-hmm.
There is very much an element of that is genderless in terms of emphasizing sexiness.
Mm-hmm. I will allow it. Yes.
Okay. And that is +1 die.
Yep. Mm-hmm. For a specialty,
okay.
Yeah, you add a die.
Yeah.
And I
want this to be
all
very
these
good.
of all the pointless thing to spend willpower on, I am spending it on this because Rowan does not want to look bad on this. So
beautiful.
Hell yes.
Beautiful.
You have like in short order. A ridiculously good looking.
Well, it's one of those things where like it looks like you came through a car wreck, but nothing was damaged. It just made you look hotter.
There is probably in the matter. It might take a little bit. It might take like a minute or so, but like the right cuts in spots, and even like
some to the jeans as well.
Some careful tying of stuff just to streamline. Like make it a little bit tighter.
Yeah,
and yeah.
You made a real life X-Men costume. Take a drink.
I kind of did. There you go.
Thank you. And then continue walking on. The same sort of regal stride that she normally has, but now with significantly more damaged clothing. As we look for this poor schmuck. Sort of try to get a lay of who else is in this building.
Yeah, so as you go around the corner, it's the main lobby for or it's like the main kind of hallway for the forestry department, which is this like 70s wood paneled carving situation. It's got like wood panels in all of the walls that are carved with like nature scenes basically. It looks like it goes kind of further on. There is a skylight in it that is letting in like natural light. You still hear the like whirring of some sort of like floor buffer or something like that going on. It's echoing a little bit more in this space as it's a little bit bigger and not like carpeted. You see a like front desk, it looks like, to the main, like it says forestry department on it, office that has some more, like there's a computer, like a desktop computer, pens, pencils, more scissors if you would like to require more scissors, yeah, that kind of thing.
Anything crafty that I will be able to use in future.
There's some
like
glue.
some...
There's some like bottled
yes.
glue. Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Excellent.
That's going in a pocket.
Yeah. Are you taking some time to look, or are you just kind of taking what's visible?
Not me.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing what's visible. We can come back later. Primary mission is stay on target.
I'm looking to see if there are cameras in this area, like any sort of like security camera on the campus.
They did not see any. I'm going to assume you were kind of looking as you were going. You did not see any in the graduate student hallway. Here there is one in the corner. It's just like kind of one in one corner and one kind of like in the opposite corner. You make me I feel like this is be intelligence or wits larceny roll to see, like, this is about your like ability to think like a criminal, kind of. I feel like wits larceny.
Could I make an argument for wits survival, primarily for less thinking like criminal and more being on a lookout for things watching me?
Okay. Survival.
Because that's what I've been doing for the past however long I've been in Arcadia.
Okay. I would say it's larceny because this is like a like technology kind of thing. It's not so much like are there people watching me? Am I being followed type of situation? It's more like, can you suss out the like angles of things?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 1 dice because I have no doubts on larceny, but it's not a chance roll.
Oh, that's good.
0.
Yeah.
Also, and to be clear, I'm just looking to see if they're there. I'm not looking to like plan around.
Yeah, there are 2 cameras. They look like they cover most of the room. Yeah.
So yeah, so as we come in, I'm just gonna look over it at Rowan and just go, just be natural, and I'm gonna head over to that front desk. And I'm just gonna reach over, grab some paper, grab a pen, and I'm just gonna start writing. What I'm writing, I am intending it to look like I am writing a message for someone I know will get it. And I'm just writing coordinates, a date and time, and found it. And the coordinates are random, and the date and time is random. It's just like some date and time recently. The date and time is recently, and the coordinates are random. Something that might be nearby if I can get that, but if not, she doesn't care that much.
Excellent.
You found something in the Southern Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
I mean, that's in the area when you compare it to
Mars.
Who knows?
Or
the
Russia.
the whirring sound is kind of going on. You can now hear what sounds like carpet being torn up. Sort of like it's a very specific, like sort of like a very large zipper kind of
Torn up or like being buffed
yeah
out?
from back where
Right.
you left your friends.
Oh, right.
So,
Right.
given that we seem to be sort of in the middle of these two disparate sounds,
Oh,
do we have an idea of how far away the cleaning crew is from the wrecking crew?
The cleaning crew is getting closer. Like you can hear the whirring has sort of like gotten a little bit louder.
okay. What's your
It's
story?
around like another corner still.
We are just coming in from doing a hired excavatory something or another, and I am in desperate need of clothes, having damaged these in a pretty nasty fall.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that any sort of gymnasium or laundry facilities are on the opposite side of the building, because I'm not familiar at all with this university.
We could. It's a 50-50 shot. Let's go for this.
I love everything. It's
but-
beautiful.
Unless
We
you've got
need a-
something better.
No. That's that. Well, you saw when we just got out. In distress is my default mode for these kinds of things.
I have to add
we
another
should
detail
click-
really quick.
Go ahead.
The room you're in now with the like kind of like art on the walls also has like above them in like a kind of like more it's like kind of overlaid above the wood panels are a whole bunch of various
say a-
taxidermied animals.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You gotta
Oh, so they're
trout,
not
you
in the
gotta-
fuck ton of flags room. They're in
No,
the.
they're not
okay.
in the
Okay.
they're not in the flag room.
Okay.
Great. Fuck.
Just-
Anyways,
And all of them
yes.
are watching you.
because just in case it comes up, if it's one person, we can improvise. If it's two people, we need to have the same fucking answer. What exploratory thingamajig were we doing?
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, anthropology and archaeology are clearly my areas of expertise. So,
I mean, you guys probably saw the label Forestry Building.
You did. It was very visible.
Yeah.
uh,
Can I?
we
make-
were, it's coming to me, investigating, the sap residue at the tops of something firs. Help me out here. What kind of tree? Conifers, something like that. There, the clean
Look,
crew aren't gonna know. We just need
I'm
some
not.
phrase that sounds good.
I'm not the researcher. I'm the hired muscle.
I'm the performer. We did not think this through.
No, we didn't. Some sort of analysis.
The
of,
pitch toxicity of
Some sort of analysis of the toxicity of the sap of a specific kind of tree growing nearby, but we're
White
not the
pines
researchers.
are really common. You'd probably know that
white
name.
pines. Then yes,
White
yes.
pines.
There we go.
Of a specific
Okay,
grove of
let's-
white pines. There we go.
We have our thing. You were climbing up to get from high enough. You slipped. You fell. Somehow you were completely uninjured, but your clothes are fine.
They won't notice that I'm
Um,
uninjured. They'll be too busy staring at these. She says, gesturing at boobs and abs.
Sweetie, not everyone is going to be aligned that way.
That's fair.
Just act hurt. You can do that.
I can try.
This is gonna go great. Let's go.
You continue down the hallway. It opens out into this area is more like it's very like imagine original Star Trek, but it's all wood paneled. And there's like a
So original Star Trek.
yeah, it's like stone, like more wood paneled, like more.
Imagine
more
if the
wood.
Enterprise was a hunting cabin.
Yes.
So the holodeck.
And there's yeah, basically. And there's like gray stone steps leading down into like this kind of bowl with a whole bunch of like potted plants and things. And along the far side, there's a panel of windows that's you recognize this from looking at it the opposite way. This is the front of the building. And you can see a man in like a janitor's uniform, great, the blue-gray kind of coveralls, with a set of like noise mufflers on, kind of just whirring slowly along, kind of going along the floor that leads from that entrance along kind of the basically like perpendicular to where you're coming out that hallway. He doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Looking at him and the pace he's going, what are the odds that we... Can I get a general idea of how long it might take for him to actually get to where Bracken is?
Yeah. Like a good half an hour. And he's not gonna go in like the rooms because they're carpeted, and he's got like it's like a wood floor buffer.
So I sort of like hold back a little bit before we walk right to his vision and to Rowan. I think we might be fine. I don't think he's gonna get to Bracken before Bracken gets what he needs at the rate he's tearing apart that room.
Maybe if it's in that room.
I mean,
Bracken will literally tear apart this entire building. And there's not much we can do to stop it either.
No, but...
I love how clearly I've communicated the essence of this character to you guys.
We might have some more time, is what I'm saying.
Yes. Let's keep an eye on him. Make sure that...
Pull back a little bit and just keep
if he gets close enough, yes.
Yeah.
If he gets close enough, we've got him covered. We've got Bracken covered.
So, shifting gears to, rather than intercepting, to keeping an eye on
spies.
Yeah, keeping an eye on to intercept if need be.
Okay.
Or rather than ear out. Because we don't need to be near. We don't need to be in sight to hear him coming.
Excellent. Dexterity and stuff.
Not that it necessarily matters in this particular case, but does my move silently specialization help?
No, this is a vision based predator.
Look, there are a lot of things.
Oh, like Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that Rowan is good at. Rowan is meant to be seen. So this is gonna go great.
Why do I not have any dots in stealth? That seems wrong. I feel like I messed up. I
I got a success. All right.
There you go.
Because you're a dragon. Again, you are not meant to be
You're big
from the world.
Yeah, but I feel like I shouldn't have a specialization in stealth if I don't have a dot in stealth.
I mean, that is fair.
That is true.
Mechanically, no, you should not.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I messed up. I feel like I misclicked something in my character build. Because I definitely meant to have at least one dot in stealth.
You want to switch that to be a dot in stealth instead of a specialty? I feel like that we can do that probably.
I mean, you get 3 specializations at character gen.
That's why. Okay,
11.
Get a specialty in something else.
Yeah, I definitely meant to have a dot in stealth though. Can I just like reduce one of my other dots and put it into stealth? Real quick?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reduce my weaponry to 2 and put one in stealth. Because I definitely meant to have a dot in stealth, and I didn't realize I didn't until just now. All right.
Roll badly.
I probably will. Oh, 2.
No, you didn't. Sort of against the wall. He slowly goes. He even goes past the hallway. You're like just standing
We're
in.
just posing in. We're just
Yep.
we're just
Uh-huh.
we're JoJo posing out of the way.
Nothing.
I feel like you could do, because of the volume of the vacuum, you could do the full Kronk stealth of the like, and they're doing your own stealth music and no one would hear you.
Got a little bit of stubble happening. Sort of kind of eyes half closed, nodding along to nothing. You don't see like headphones coming out of the noise canceling mufflers. No idea what he's listening.
This guy's a fake. Every movie I've ever seen tells me that if you're running a floor buffer, you also have headphones in and are listening to music. And that's why chaos happens behind you and you just don't notice.
And the odds are good that you're doing a little butt dance at the same time.
I mean, the note was that they have noise cancelers in, but no wires. So presumably they just have AirPods in.
This is 2013.
Or like my headphones, they are just wireless noise canceling headphones.
Or maybe
Who
just
knows?
earplugs. Anyway, we're
you could
spending
ask
a
him
lot
and
of
find
time
this
on
out.
this.
Yeah. You pull up 2/3 of the carpet in your office, Bracken.
Holy fuck, I'm gonna have to hire an interior decorator.
Yeah, who knows? It is.
You are the interior decorator.
It is located underneath the far side of the desk. A slim green paperback book. Let me give that to you. I'm just gonna show Bracken, I think, right now. Edit. Hang on. Have fun. It's labeled book. It's in your handout.
It's just a paperback whose title is The Mystery of the Female Orgasm, and that's why Bracken's been so intensely trying to find it.
Wow, that's not it.
Oh, it's a link.
It is. The main section is gonna be the one labeled. Hang on, let me look at it. The one not labeled with letters and numbers or photo. Photo falls out. Photo is loose.
Okay. So the one that starts with historic.
The one that's labeled forest resources.
Yeah, forest resources.
429.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Excellent.
Have fun. I'll let you.
Okay.
Kind of look through that.
Pops it up. Book. And then starts flipping through it.
I think you all can hear that. That's pretty loud.
Oh, we can hear that too?
Yep. Floor buffer does not respond.
All right, let's see if we can get around the floor buffer and get back to Bracken and get him out of the building.
Yeah. Can
It's-
we
Fuck yeah.
stop in that classroom along the way? Because now that we have some time.
Mara, I am officially going to actually read this one because this is fucking
Have fun.
fascinating.
Yes.
I am so here for this.
Yes, Rowan, we can stop in the classroom.
And are these
Get my
other
shit
documents
somehow.
stuff that are tucked inside it, or
Yeah, some of them are
Okay.
tucked inside, some of them are taped, some of them are bound in with it.
Okay.
It looks like it's been rebound. This is the staples in it. There are rust holes from previous staples. It looks like it's been taken apart and stuff has been inserted into it
Okay.
in places. So if you can see the comments, that shows where things are. But our forward.
I don't think I can
distraction
see
team.
the comments, but
You can't see the
we can
comments?
cover that
Okay.
later. I think.
Yeah, I can get you that for you. But forward group is coming back.
Yep, we are stopping in the classroom, and now I'm doing a deep dive.
Okay.
I am rating this thing for anything,
Awesome.
fucking anything. I'm sure there's a bag in here that I can just start chucking stuff in.
There is a bag of knitting in the bottom. It's like half of a sweater. It's pretty itchy feeling. It's definitely wool of some sort. Kind of a bright purple color.
Okay.
Cabled, so it's like the complicated, like kind
Right.
of braiding situation. Also in that larger drawer that you find the knitting in, there is a little like emergency sewing kit.
Yes.
Yeah, with a little thimble, an array of some basic colors, needles, buttons, safety pins, all all that.
Fucking
Please tell me,
jackpot.
please tell me Rowan is not stealing somebody's half-done sweater that they have spent
I don't
hours
know if
on,
you're- I don't know if
obviously.
you're do-
Goddamn right.
Ah,
You
ah,
are goddamn
super
right.
villain origin story established. Oh god.
Listen, this person can buy more yarn.
They
The-
call
the,
them.
Can't buy those hours back.
They call them.
the
they-
name plate on here says Agnes.
That sure does suck for them.
that they call.
I don't know.
They call Rowan the Needler.
First comment should be on page 7. So if you don't see one there, then it's
No.
definitely-
That's the supervillain origin story for the person whose sweater got stolen.
What do I
Like
do?
that
Oh,
person turns into
100%.
a supervillain.
Oh, I see him now. Yep.
Yep. I was gonna say I made you a commenter, so
Yep.
you
Yep. Yep.
should.
Now I'm seeing it. Yep.
While
Mhm.
while
Okay,
Rowan
cool,
is
cool, cool.
losing their shit over a sewing kit, Gwenhar is like, I've never seen anyone that excited over anything.
Listen, honey. There is. I have something that I need to do very soon. And I need shit like this. And we don't have money to buy it. So
Find a small makeup kit too. It's got like eyebrow pencil, mascara.
fuck yes.
Blush. It doesn't have foundation.
More
but like, for
excited about
touch-ups.
that than the sewing kit.
Excellent.
All right.
And
Now
you
I
make
just
your
need
way
a
back with
notebook and
spoils.
pencil. Yep.
I mean, there are definitely notebooks and pencils around here.
Yes. No. Yes.
Gonaria, do you leave your
I
mystery
need to do
note
some
behind at the
designs.
desk or not? I need to know.
Yes, I leave it behind.
Okay, excellent.
It's for the cameras.
Uh,
It's not for the cleaner.
Mm. Reconvening happens. I imagine Bracken is still nose deep in.
Do I need to make a roll, or is there any effect from what we discussed about when I find the book? Mhm.
Yes, instantly.
Oh,
It's all.
All right. So Bracken is just paging rapidly through this, stopping occasionally on a page or two. There's definitely, it's pretty easily visible that there's stuff in it that is not part of the actual book. As if you get even a sidelong glance as he's flipping through it, because he's not particularly like close vested to this. And he gets to the back, folds it closed. Fuck.
Are you all right?
Hi, I'm Brackenthorn.
Yes.
Mercutio sort of straightens for a second. Sorry, what?
Miranda jumps back.
I'm Brackenthorn. This is my office, apparently. I'm gonna want to look around here and see if I don't remember shit. God, this is crazy. Okay.
Well, welcome back to the land of the articulate, I guess.
She was in the office across is hers.
Okay.
Are we back yet?
No,
Okay.
the rating
Right,
is still going
No,
on. I think.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the book helped some, I think. Like, I had a very rich internal monologue going, but nothing was making it out the mouth. I'm really sorry about all that.
It's fine.
What
I
is the
will want
book?
to hear the story behind Horf at some point.
Horf? It's a funny name.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so this is my office, I guess. And jams the book like in the back waistband of the jeans, and starts looking through for any like personal paperwork. Hopefully something like maybe he has some like leftover mail here or something.
Yeah.
And is just keeping up a running commentary while he does so. I was a grad student here. Based on the indications, looks like I've got my own office. I don't know how long the rest of you were in Arcadia, but I was gone for 5 hours by the date that we have when we got back. I mean, it was
So you still exist as far
I
as most
still
people are
fucking
concerned.
exist here. Whoever took me when I crashed my car on Old Mill Road, given that was technically yesterday, my car might still be there. So that might be worth looking into. I probably have an apartment or something.
It's investigation.
Or a dorm. Or yeah. So anyway, yeah, he's just keeping up a running commentary, just info dumping for you guys. Why won't you pick investigation for me? There we go. One success.
Yeah. You're basically finding stuff that's confirming yes, grad student. There's a couple of there's a couple of old class papers. It looks like you're kind of in the middle of maybe last year. Maybe you have like a project going on. No like ongoing classes as far as you can tell. There's a professor, hang on, let me find his name. Professor Smith, who's in the chemistry department, actually, was talking with it. It was like on kind of soil chemistry things. Your project on the issues with. Oh God, I'm blanking on the term. What was it called again? Hang on.
Of course, he's into soil sciences. Bracken, get a life.
Yeah.
Soils is the worst.
It was on like the long-term effects of mining on the soil chemistry.
Gotcha. Yep.
And you were kind of like in initial conversations with him in terms of establishing basically like a thesis committee. So you weren't quite like final years, you were maybe first or second year. You don't find anything with like an address on it for you. But you do find a note that has an address in one of the Greek houses nearby. I think, yeah. Hang on, let me find my map again. Where did I put that one? It is near, where had I put that one? Sort of further along toward the waterway toward Portage Lake. Sort of near Nara Nature Park, by the ice arena, saying something about a party that's dated, that says Wednesday, 2 p.m.
And today is
Friday.
So
Yeah.
dated so middle of next week.
No, it just says Tuesday. It does not indicate date.
Okay.
So either next week or
So either
this
next week or
we've
it's
already
passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a folded up kind of crumpled. It was one of those ones that you tossed aside as you were like frantically looking for things, but now you're
Right.
sifting. At this point, Gunaria and Rowan would be getting back.
He'll look over his shoulder. Hi, welcome back. I can talk in full sentences now.
Told you
Okay,
to-
gag, first of all. Second of all, bitches, let's bail.
I told you it'd only be a matter of time. And yes, we should go.
What's up?
We're not
There are
alone.
still weird with that. But yes, there is a cleaning crew here, and they will eventually find it here.
Okay. And I've established that her office is directly across from mine.
Uh-huh.
Is that the one that says
labeled
moon?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Bracken kind of gets up, nods, glances around the room, grabs the laptop and its power cable, wraps it up, hands that to Mercutio.
Takes it.
You're the criminal.
Since when?
Since we have to make this place look like it was broken into.
Fucking
I mean,
fine.
it already looks like it was broken into.
Yeah, but if nothing's missing, they'll ask weird questions. Yeah. And then
Fine.
just
give me 5 minminutes.
grabs
and
an armful of the papers and gets ready to head out. Yeah.
And
Mercutio.
Mercutio just sort of like grabs the windbreaker and that was in Moon's office and covers herself and
Grass.
like covers everything that she has and just deliberately runs past cameras holding a laptop on her way out of the building.
Yeah, it's nice. It's Columbia.
Yeah.
Pretty brand new looking.
Like covers her face and everything and just like deliberately passes cameras.
Excellent.
Bracken is trying to leave, not passing in front of any cameras.
Yeah. So there weren't any cameras as far as you could see, kind of like there was.
Go back the way we came.
Yeah, you'd have to go back out into the taxidermy hall and then the atrium to deliberately pass in front of cameras. Are you going out that way, or are you just kind of like going back the way you came, where there aren't cameras?
She's going to intentionally loop past a direction that passes cameras and then find her way back out the way she came from, because she doesn't remember the layout of this place well enough to like really like maneuver through the building.
Okay.
So she's just gonna pass a camera to make her presence known as a thief and then disappear back out the way she came and ditch the windbreaker entirely.
Okay. So Mercutio's doing that. Are the rest of you all leaving?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
quick bookkeeping thing, Mara.
Yes.
Did you say the
Uh-huh.
party date on the paper was Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure I heard that right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, Mercutio, as you kind of like loop, you hear the burring of the floor polisher is a lot louder. It does stop as you kind of like turn around and start going back. Hey.
She doesn't
The
say anything.
voice.
She just keeps moving.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Oh, sorry, she says one thing in a voice that is decidedly not her own. As it just sort of like sort of passes by in a she sort of picks an accent at random, picks Southern. Have a nice day. Just passes by.
Okay, and head out. Exit building. And I'm assuming are you shedding the windbreaker inside the building once you get past the area where the cameras are?
Yeah, once she clears the cameras, she'll just ditch the windbreaker somewhere when there are no more cameras, and then just continue going.
Floats down like a ghost. And that's where we'll take our break.
All right. If you're watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. And also remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back in just a few minutes. As soon as I find my mouse.
Anyway.
And we're back. A dinosaur story.
A dinosaur story.
Oh, I love that so much.
I like that it keeps growing. Eventually, all of you will join me in saying it.
Oh boy.
We'll be
Then
like
it's
a
a
Greek
cult.
fucking chorus
No,
in
then
here.
we're a cult.
That's how a cult starts.
That's a
The cult of a
Some
dinosaur
cults are
story.
harmless.
I like how you didn't end that sentence. You just let it hang.
yeah. Welcome back. The group has made their exit out of Noblette Forestry Building, having only alerted one lone, very, very not alert, one might say, floor buffer person to their presence, having decided to make a crime scene in Bracken's office. Bracken, who is now speaking in complete sentences, having acquired a small great green paperback book filled with all sorts of weird things.
All sorts of weird shit.
You close the door behind you.
Yep. Back to radar.
Okay. He emerges from the side as you open doors. Oh hey.
Book.
Success? Ooh. Reach out a hand for it.
Bracken will hold it very closely and open to the front page and show it to him, but touching was not part of the deal. And he'll be like, no touch, just
Okay.
look. And then he'll let him see it.
Forest resources of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan,
Trees.
1941.
I'm trying to get a sense
When Rowan sort of gives that sort of side eye glance, Mercutio just sort of looks at her and just shakes her head.
I'm trying to get a sense of if Bracken dropped back into this voice intentionally or not.
I'm very
Close
much
the book.
assuming that's the case.
Dashes it back in his jacket.
Yeah, that's why Mercutio was like, don't say anything about it.
Wasn't going to say anything. I'm just appreciating the guile.
Gunnar is genuinely trying to see if it's if it was intentional or just he just fell back into a habit. I don't know.
I assume you can make a wits and empathy.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know
Yeah,
if
if
I
you
roll for
want
that.
to.
I do want to. Close that, pull that up, put that up over there. Veets. Empathy.
Manipulation and subterfuge if you're trying to hide something.
0. I can't fucking tell.
In that case, I
That
think
was
I won't
actually
even roll.
that was a botch.
They don't
Oh.
have
You can't botch in New World
I
that
mean,
way.
oh.
You only botch if it's a chance to die. You can choose to make it a botch if you
Yeah,
want to
I mean,
get a
botch?
If
beat.
you want to
I
get a
mean,
beat,
I
for
rolled
XP.
2 ones. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like rolling 2 ones with no successes is a botch regardless. So yes, I will make it a bot to get a beat since I have no other way of getting those right now.
Okay.
Can Miranda make that roll as well?
Yeah. What's an empathy?
Actually, I will go ahead and do that as well. Rowan is
3
assuming,
successes.
Excellent.
but
Mercutio knows you don't question an actor when they drop into a bit.
no, absolutely not. But
Yeah, 1 success. So what did the successes get?
Well, let me make my roll.
Okay.
Only 1 success.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say for Miranda, yeah, he's not sure who he can trust yet. And so he's not revealing the change to radar yet. Yeah, I think Effie would might not be able to tell conclusively, but definitely probably has that in mind as a possibility.
Yes,
It
that
probably
is-
seems
that is-
intentional, at least.
That is what they are assuming in the first place. So I'm sticking with that
Yeah,
because with zero successes, you would just assume what you're going to assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess,
Gwynaria.
right.
When Arya in Grya's brain, it's, oh no, he's been hit on the head.
Yep.
He's
Either
relapsed.
he's reverted or there is some elaborate plot. It's one of the two. You're not entirely sure. You need more data now. So where are we headed then? Back to home sweet home, or getting
Let's
dropped
head
off
back.
someplace else? You'll get one more ride out of me.
Let's head back for now. No, I'll find a theater.
Bracken
in my own
waves a
time.
hand.
Yes.
Yes, Bracken.
Lost car.
You have
My
a car?
Yes.
Right. Do you
Where
remember
he
it
said.
is?
What was the
Old
Old Mill. Road.
Mill. Yes, Old Mill Road.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can drop you off at the end of Old Mill Road.
Or if we see a car, crashed off the side of the road somewhere along the way.
Yes.
Sure.
Crash.
All right. Radar begins to drive. In silence.
Right.
It does not have, he has not had the radio on and any of the ferrying things.
Has anyone
There's
asked?
nothing.
Has anyone asked why he's called Radar?
I was about to, Mercutio was
No.
literally about to do that. So
No, you have not.
Then
'cause
simultaneously,
Mercutio's
when Arya and Mercutio asked,
so I have to ask,
why are you called Radar?
Why are you called Radar?
Bravo. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah. He pulls out a toothpick from his lip. You don't remember him putting a toothpick in there. It just appears. And sort of starts chewing on it. No, it is a well, you know the TV show MASH?
No.
Yeah.
John pulls
Yes.
the biggest acting stunt of his life.
Perfect.
I've seen
Rowan
a bit. Yeah,
looks at Gwynaria like they just sprouted an extra head.
I've seen a
Was
bit.
it-
Yeah.
Wasn't big on TV.
Yeah, so you know that character.
3 heads.
Okay, it's just sort of a reference to. Okay, fair
Uh-huh.
enough.
Yep.
I still
Fair
don't know
enough.
what anyone's talking about.
There's a
It's
character
a
on
it's
a
a
TV
good show. It's
called
worth watching.
MASH.
Oh
It's
my god. Okay.
wonderful.
So it's this
We'll let Radar explain.
Radar is going to go into the most detailed explanation of MASH from its entirety, including like a historical context.
Historical
like the whole-
context of the
the
Vietnam
whole-
War.
You get the Wikipedia article on MASH.
Bracken is
And-
listening very intently because Bracken does not remember MASH.
Excellent. Yeah. So now you know about MASH, at least secondhand from this one guy who seems very into it. When he mentions the character Radar, as he's telling you about this, he does say like we for like pronouns instead of he. And he kind of gets really excited anytime Radar has like a scene. It's very interested in that. Yeah, and he'll keep doing that the entire way if no one interrupts him, if no one tries to change the subject.
Mercutio would like to roll wits and empathy if possible to piece together if this individual, this changeling,
Huh?
has become the character of Radar. Why they're using we.
Yeah, with sympathy. It's gonna be a negative No, it's gonna be a -1 because you haven't like had most of your conversations with this guy have been like, okay, we're making a deal. I'm giving you information. It's been very like,
I'll spend a
doesn't
willpower. I'm being curious.
open that door.
What would
Plus
the what
two.
would the role be to what would the role be to look like you're really interested while completely checking out?
Ooh, that would be
Presence.
Manip sub.
presence and
Presence sub.
Presence
subterfuge.
subterfuge.
Yeah. It also give you a socialize if you don't have any things in subterfuge. I feel like it's enough of a like
So socialize is also about the pretending to be
Yeah,
interested.
a little bit. Yeah.
I would have
He
another.
does-
I would have an extra dot in socialize, but one success there. So
He does not seem to catch on to this at all. He's very into his story. Mercutio. It's more, especially you, I think, would pick up on this as a fellow as a theater person.
Yeah.
It's more of a like it's the we of me and this character. It's a little bit of empathizing with the character. It's more like a role thing though than a I think I am this character, or I imagine I am, or I was this character on this TV show. Any of those kinds of vibes. It's more like this is a role. You would
Extreme
get
cosplay.
Yeah.
the extremist of cosplay.
Almost method acting, basically.
Yep. Yeah.
Mercutio respects that.
Okay. So you get to about season 2 when you hit the intersection of Old Mill Road there and what's the other road
Okay,
that it
the
goes
longer
into?
he-
Old Mill
the-
Road and Houghton Canal.
The longer he's talking about that, the less he's able to pry into our business.
Yeah, absolutely.
fair.
That's why I'm keeping that going.
That's very
We're
fair.
not interrupting.
And brakes come on. Well, I could keep going, but I think
soon
this
as
is
the
your
car-
bus stop.
As soon as the car stops, Quinari's out of the car.
Yeah.
It's like,
All right. I guess we're gonna walk up and down this road until we can find a car.
It's
How
been
cold is it
great.
right now?
It is. It's been getting colder. Like it's colder than when you headed out this morning.
Can
It
I make
is
like sorry, go ahead.
now?
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of like time wise. You got up in the morning. It was like late morning, probably by the time like 10, 11. It's probably now about noon or like a little bit afternoon after everything.
Mhm.
The actually like early afternoon, like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. It's beginning to get colder.
Okay.
You've still got a ways before like sunset,
Mhm.
but it is definitely temperature dropping. Sky's clear overhead.
Okay.
But
Can Bracken make like an intelligence and survival to see how much risk are we assuming if we get out and decide to hike up and down Old Mill Road rather than driving up and down it to try and find this thing?
sure. That's intelligence survival.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah, because I mean, like it's about 2 miles of a hike
Mhm.
in November in the UP.
Yeah.
Zero
No
successes. God damn it. Supposed to
Might be
good at this.
fine. I mean, it's getting kind of cold. Weather can change fast up
Mhm.
here. Yeah, but you don't really know. For sure.
Bracken will pull out the book, go to one of the, I forget what they're called, the blank pages at the beginning or the end,
End papers.
the end papers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very carefully tear one of those out
Excellent.
and hold it up in front of Radar. If drive, you take.
Give me a manipulation
Ooh, he's not
and
good at that.
expression.
Oh,
Or
he's,
actually, not expression, manipulation and persuasion.
he's
You're making.
he's equally bad at that.
Okay. I want to see.
All right.
I'll give you a +1 for the monosyllabness.
Okay.
Like that's working on-
Mercutio will again hand you a willpower.
Okay. 2 successes.
I kind of look at you and nod. Yeah, I do that.
He'll just hand him the leaf then.
All right. So in season 3,
Above the
above car.
above the car, I give Bracken the stare. And then get back in the car and resume indifference.
Mercutio, because I had said before that when they left the crypt, they had grabbed like the biggest, puffiest coat they could.
Yep.
So they put that they sort of wrap themselves up tighter in that and get back in the car, appreciating the warmth.
All right, you pile back in, and begin.
Sorry, is Rowan wearing heavy clothes, or is Rowan equally underdressed like Quinaria is?
No, Rowan is wearing what their non-drag form looks like in the
So the tank top and
in the arc.
jeans.
So tank top, jeans.
I
and
love
stuff.
this. I love the like heavily bundled up characters than 2 of us just chilling in summer wear.
just shirt sleeving it. Yep.
One of us is made of
There's-
fire, the other of us is made of ice.
Exactly.
There's
Like-
always the person wandering around in basketball shorts in the middle
Right.
of a blizzard. Yeah,
Yep,
this is gonna be those two.
We call that Oregon.
In the Upper Peninsula at this location, though, that is also called potentially lethal.
That is also true. Oregon
Yes.
is very different weather-wise.
Yeah.
But
No,
I mean,
people
also
in Wisconsin freeze to death on their way to the mailbox still sometimes in the winter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's
The
it can
thing.
get iffy.
And you begin driving,
If
getting
only-
another.
If only they had the power to command the cold to leave them alone.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, that would help. You drive down Old Mill Road, past Springbrook Lane, past that. Well, first you pass that bend again. Everyone give me ooh, I'm gonna have you everyone make a clarity roll.
Okay.
You're getting, this is where you left things. It is a bit of a feeling. So
Is this where we dropped out?
yes,
Pretty close
it's
to,
near
yeah.
it's near where you dropped out.
okay.
So that is again going to be a
Well,
A weird roll?
Just our weird. Or no, it's
wits and composure.
what's it?
Wits and composure. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, my deprivation is actually working.
Wait, no, that's not correct. Hang on. me look
Weird
at this.
attack rolls are roll weird.
Yep.
I
Okay,
thought it
so
was
weird.
No, that's
No,
for like
it's
the damage.
Wits and composure.
What?
It's wits and composure. If you have no clarity,
Mhm.
you add plus 2 dice to the perception check. Minus
Okay.
1 at clarity 3-4. Minus 2 at clarity 1-2.
There we go.
You get it if
Thank
your
you.
breaking point is an attack on clarity, baseline severity, attack modifier.
Yeah, and then roll the
then you
weird
roll
for the
weird.
damage, basically.
Yeah, you roll weird for the damage if you succeed or fail. Is it fail?
No, if you
If-
succeed.
If you succeed, this is basically an attack on your clarity that you're rolling right now.
Yeah.
If you, yeah,
Hey, I missed.
nice.
Thank God.
Give me just
Right.
half a second
Nice.
here.
Oh, hang on. No, that's not correct.
Yeah. Swap it back. Or are you on? No, it's not
It
a.
was on a simple roll.
Yeah.
I missed myself.
Miranda.
Hang on a minute. Why would you add more if you have icons then?
Effie.
Because the icons are reminders of who you are.
Yeah, that should make it harder to break.
I got one
Mm,
success.
Thank you.
Anytime, anytime she experiences a breaking point, she suffers an attack on her clarity. The player rolls a number of dice based on the breaking point severity.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's what we're supposed to be
that's
rolling.
right.
Okay.
Oh, so
Thank-
we've been fucking it up the whole time.
No, I think we've
Um,
been doing it right. It's just we haven't done this in a week or 2 weeks for some of us. So.
Two factors determine a
Yes.
breaking point's dice pool: its baseline severity and its attack modifiers, which are things
Yep.
like how closely it relates to your endurance and so on and so forth.
Sorry, so what are we
Yes.
rolling?
It is going to be. Hang on. Give me a second. I will decide that. It's not going to be too hard of a hit because this is where you escaped. It's not like this is where you were.
That's going
which
to
makes
happen when
it
we
easy.
find the car.
Maybe.
If we find the car.
If you find the car, exactly. That is page. What does my cheat sheet say?
104.
4. Yeah. I thought I knew how this worked, and then I forgot. It's going to be a +1. There's emotional investment here. It's kind of
Should be a list of breaking points somewhere that should have like.
Yeah, that's on page 106.
Yeah, here we are.
Baseline severity.
So yeah, on page 106 has the baseline severities. So whatever you would deem on that list would be how many dice the baseline is +1 for the situation.
Yep. So it's one dice. For Bracken, as you
Mhm.
go along, it's going to be a
So we're rolling 1d10 +1.
2d10
Yes.
+1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 1d10 +1, so 2d10 total.
2d10. Bracken is going to be rolling plus with a 4 breaking point
Oops.
+1.
So, so I'm
5.
rolling 5 dice.
You're rolling
Okay.
5 dice.
Oh,
yes.
good.
Okay, one success then.
2.
Okay. So
2 for
Now
Bracken
we're-
as well.
now we're gonna do damage. So
I can
let's
make
start
that
with Rowan.
I can make that a critical failure. Can
If
I
you
do that
want to,
again?
yes.
Or can I do that once per?
I think it's once
You
per
can
session.
you can take a critical failure on any roll for an extra beat.
Mm,
I thought it was once
There's
per
a limit
session or
to how-
something like that.
there's a limit to how many
It's just
times
you can only do it
it
once per roll, but
I have to take a minute.
That seems
High five.
Yeah, no, like if you want to fuck
Understand.
yourself badly, you can take it. Looks like it says anytime you fail a roll, you may opt to make it a dramatic failure and take a beat.
I
and then
make it a
that's where
dramatic
the sentence
failure.
ends.
yeah, you can
Okay.
royally
Is this
fuck
a-
yourself doing that, but
Right.
like
Is
this like severe clarity damage hits you very hard and it's hard to get rid of.
What's up, Jeremy?
is this considered a failure because it was a successful roll?
That's true.
Yeah,
Right.
you-
This is not a failure.
Well, no, because clarity it's a clarity attack, so a success is a
Right.
hit on me, which means
The
it's a
failure is if
Yeah.
the failure is if you fail to soak.
The
would
way
assume.
the way
Right,
we
'cause
the
you-
way
you
we
get
did it the way we did it in the first episode at the very least was we could
Right.
we could make it a critical success on ourselves to make the clarity
Mhm.
damage severe instead of
Severe.
regular
Yes.
if it
Mhm.
does damage.
That was Mara's house rule.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
we
not,
rolled the
it's
damage.
not specifically
Okay.
what it says in
Yeah.
the book, but yeah,
Mhm.
that was
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep letting that happen.
okay.
It would also make sense that you couldn't voluntarily declare this one a dramatic failure for a clarity attack because the dramatic failure is you gain a willpower.
Mhm. All right. So damage rolls. I'm gonna start with Rowan.
Okay, so how many?
Roll your weird.
So you're rolling your weird.
Okay,
This is where
does
you
it matter if I got one success or 2 on the
That means your damage is like mild. It's the like regular damage.
Okay.
It's not
yeah.
severe.
If you got an exceptional success, then it would be lethal clarity
Which would be
damage,
really
effectively.
hard, but okay.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, which would be very hard at this stage.
Yeah, I've already got one
There's
lethal clarity
one.
damage.
Yep. So you-
Now, do I just take the damage, or is there
Yep.
a resistance?
nope,
Yeah,
there is no resist.
You just mark a single clarity
Yep.
damage.
You do get
there.
another beat for taking a clarity damage, however.
Yes, you
Yes.
do.
You have one beat. All right.
I will also, if possible, take that as an exceptional success for an extra beat.
Sure. Get
Which is
rattled.
bad for me because I've got 3 weird.
Roll your weird.
I take 1 severe clarity damage.
Yep. Let me know if it gets into those rightmost 3 boxes.
It's the
then you
first
start-
damage I've taken.
Three
Okay.
boxes,
all,
right?
all I do is
Yes.
lose my bonus on wit and composure.
I'm right on the edge of that.
Okay. Good to know. Bracken.
Bracken is not going. He's just gonna roll his weird.
Rolling your weird sounds like a euphemism.
Only for you.
Yeah.
Everything sounds like a euphemism for Sam.
I mean, not
All right.
wrong.
I'm hanging in there, keeping it together.
You're hanging in there.
Not only for me.
Let's see. Miranda, did you get
I rolled 2 6s.
okay.
So
no.
no successes. Yep.
No,
Yeah.
you are doing good. Staying cool.
All right, I need to roll my damage, I guess.
Yes. Last but not least.
1 simple roll. 1 dice for my 1 weird. No damage.
Nope.
Well done.
Yeah. So kind of you're driving along. It's a steady monologue in the background about season 3 of MASH. And you're all kind of like looking out the windows, looking out for Bracken's lost car, wherever it is. And it all looks so normal out there, but in between some of the flickering of the trees, as you get into the section where the like regimented lines of trees are, every so often in between them, you see like one of those they used to have these things where if you've ever seen like the animated horse where you have the like rotating drum with the slits in it that spins around. I think it's called a panopticon, but I'm not sure if that's the right term for it.
You are thinking of a not a
I know what you're
zoetrope, that's the
talking
other
about.
one.
Yeah.
No, a zoetrope.
Yeah, zoetrope.
There we go.
Yeah.
Zoetrope.
Every so often between
Yeah, zoetrope.
the
Yeah, no, a panopticon is a prison.
yes, that was like it's not the right word, but that's the only one my brain was coming up with.
I mean, it's also
Between-
not necessarily inaccurate.
Well, for some of you, yes. In between the flashing trees as the car kind of keeps going along at a steady clip, you see a forest that isn't there, bright greens and fog.
The flat one you might be thinking of would be the phenakistoscope.
I have never heard that word in my entire life. It's very cool though. Sweet. Bracken,
Mm-hmm.
there is no sign of a car crash. Anywhere.
No tracks, no
Nope.
breaks in the snowbanks, anything like that.
Nope. And it's like kind of muddy because it was raining the night you came out.
Mhm.
And you don't see like any even as like you reach the end of the road and kind of go back, if you ask
Mhm.
radar to go any slower, like slowing down, you do not see any sort of like sign of a vehicle going off the road and having to get towed out, anything like that. Nothing. And it's getting colder. It's beginning to snow. Big fat lake effect snowflakes.
Bracken will look toward Rowan and kind of shrug as we get towards the far end of Old Mill Road. Home.
I guess. Have we expended our trip on this, or can we get back to the cemetery, sweetie?
Yeah, I'll get you back to the cemetery.
All right. Thank you.
He's on season 4 now. A cop car
Fine.
goes past.
There a reason to note the cop car?
Oh, it's a cop car.
There's always
Hang
reason
on a
to note a
second.
cop car.
Middle finger
There's
as they go
there's
past.
that brief moment.
Well,
Bracken remembers cops and kind of the lips curl, a little bit of a snarl.
there we go.
Forgetting my character's name. Miranda will just peer out the window at it, trying to look at who's in the cop car.
Okay. Give me, you know what? I'm gonna do a roll. High or low?
Hi.
High.
Middle.
Oh, that's high.
The car goes past you. You turn right to kind of go back toward Houghton and then across the bridge. The car behind you stops, turns around, does a 3-point turn. It's a pretty tight 3-point turn, and then the lights go on. What seat are you sitting in, Miranda? It's
Fuck
like this
me.
is the car you're in is like a sedan, like a wood paneled kind of sedan situation. Do you think you'd be in, there's a back kind of seat, middle, and then the shotgun?
Definitely like a window seat, but probably in the back seat.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Lights are going on. Siren.
Fuck me.
Oh shit.
Did someone
right.
specifically? Did someone
Are
specifically?
your... Go ahead.
Did someone specifically determine if they were in the shot, if they were riding shotgun, or can I have taken that?
No, you can definitely be there.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like you
As
got
far
it.
as I'm concerned.
You want to check that real quick? Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah.
Radar, is your registration up to current? Is there any? Do you have a
Oh,
broken
yeah.
tail light?
Oh yeah. We'll see what this is. Stay chill. Yeah.
Great.
He'll glance over
Very much
at
just doing
Quinaria.
this right now.
Glance over at Quinaria. Yeah.
Frosty.
Cool. And he'll pull off to the side as this cop car kind of comes behind. Lights kind of still going, but the siren turns off. Someone steps out, comes up to the side, the driver's side. Radar moves the window down. Can you grab? Will indicate toward you, Gunaria, glove box.
I will. I'm not going to quick drop the glove box. I'm going to click it and pull it open because I want to be able to see if something illicit is going to drop out incidentally before it drops
Into your
out.
lap. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll have you make a wits and wits and composure roll.
Radar keep a snub nose 357 in his glove
You.
box.
That's what I'm hoping he doesn't. What's the composure you said?
Yep.
Three successes.
You as you open it, you grab as a couple of heavy like cans, like beer cans, are in there. Grab those. He
Fucking
keeps beer
I'm
in his
going
mouth.
to
Oh.
I'm going to try to very smoothly just reach in and grab papers and not open it all the way. And see if I can just like
Yeah, you
click,
got that.
grab
As
papers,
long as the
click,
container's not open.
and leave the
It's
containers.
not an open container. It's fine.
No, it's an
Uh,
empty container, which is
No, they are full. Like they're heavy.
oh, that's
Yeah.
so much better, obviously.
Yeah.
There's
No, the
sealed
best
full
part's gonna
containers
be
of beer in the glove box, you know.
Yeah. the best part is when it drops into your lap and then bursts open at that point. Because it's been driving forever and shaking up and down.
Exactly.
It
yeah.
is a bomb waiting to go
Oh
off.
yeah.
Again,
Yep.
tick,
Uh-huh.
click, click, hand it over.
All right. Hey, fine morning. Or no, sorry, hang on. Give me
Excuse
1
me.
second. Let me do that again.
Wait, what?
Fine afternoon. I hope you're enjoying the holidays.
Redder's like, sorry, it was morning when I started drinking.
You don't smell any alcohol on his
I
breath.
know.
You haven't. You've definitely like had occasion to smell this guy's breath. He's been talking nonstop in an
That is
enclosed
fair.
car with the
Mhm.
heat
I'm
on by
just-
this point.
I'm just keeping an eye on the cop.
Okay. Give me a wits and empathy then, Gwenaria. It's the one probably most able to see kind of things.
Let's spend a willpower on this.
Okay.
Bracken's just watching.
Okay.
Still just like this.
Of course, it is.
There you go.
Okay. That cop is trying to peer toward the back left corner of the car where Miranda is sitting.
I'm just going to
Like kind of
Um,
trying to do it casually, it looks like.
I'm just going to. I would like to. Am I going to try to intimidate the cop?
That always ends well.
Who knows? You also have the ripped shirt option.
Fair.
This is true. We did prepare for this.
I'm gonna like just, as if I'm bored. I'm just gonna kick the seat back a little bit and just like sort of sideways stretch across the seat, like just leaning on my arm. To just get full view from the passenger seat while waiting and like just staring at him with a bored look on my face.
Yes, work, honey. Work.
You do like notice that, but it's not he does not respond. He's still trying to kind of like
Is Mercutio able to pick up that they're looking for Miranda as well with the 2 successes on wits and empathy?
yeah. It takes you a little bit longer, but
Yeah, so,
this is taking a little while, and he's not like going back to the car. It's kind of
Can Bracken make that roll too then at
if
this
he's
point?
if he's standing there and just staring and not saying anything,
not staring. He is like doing the motions of things, but it's not quite like he's stalling.
He's clearly stalling while
yeah.
trying to get a look at someone.
if he's stalling, then at that point Gwenario is just going to start talking. So if you want to make rolls before that,
Make rolls
would,
before.
I'm
Would
too busy
my-
hiding.
Would my intentions specialty for empathy apply?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for
2 successes for Bracken too then.
for reference for what Mercutio is doing, because I feel like Mercutio is sitting in the middle seat between people on the back end.
Sure.
Mercutio kind of leans forward in between the front and back seats in the console area, because pretending to like try and get a look at the officer, which will intentionally be blocking their view of Miranda. And like, because it's in a car with the heat on, she's unbuttoned the big jacket, and as I have described to Mara, Mercutio picks exaggerated figures because that's part of their desire to stand out. So there is a impressive amount of cleavage on display as Miranda sort of leans forward and sort of like,
this is the boob car.
and is like, Is something the matter? Are we something up?
Again, notices, but is trying to like stay focused.
Now,
Stay
question.
focused.
Just for
Yeah.
my own mental image.
Uh-huh.
The cop is at the driver's window, I assume, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Miranda is seated on the other side of the car in the back seat.
No.
Or the same side.
Same side of the car. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, Bracken leans, because he's been riding in the back,
Mhm.
Right.
leans forward and kind of taps on the inside of the window, interposing his face between Miranda and the window. And
Uh-huh.
so Miranda, you probably get kind of like
So-
nudged towards the center a little bit.
Here's
Towards
my
Mercutio?
question
I
then.
think Miranda's completely oblivious and
I have-
confused right now.
I have a question then, because
Yeah.
I just realized the logistics of this car. Who's sitting on whose lap? Because there's 4 people in the back seat.
No. Bracken's in the cargo area.
Bracken's in the
Oh,
trunk.
Bracken in the cargo area. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's like a
Right. And so he'll
Hatchback.
wrap to get a little bit of attention and then start to roll that window down just about 4 inches or so.
yeah.
Hey, officer.
Yes.
My friend, we were looking to see if he apparently ran off the road last night or yesterday afternoon or sometime, and we haven't heard from him. Were there any reports of accidents up or down Old Mill Road? That was we know he was taking that route, but then we never heard from. Do you know if there were any car wrecks out this direction at all?
No reports of a wreck. No.
Okay, nobody saw like anybody's headlights in the trees
He'll
or
walk
anything.
toward you.
Yeah, literally you can see this of Bracken, and he's like
Okay.
right up against the window pane.
Is
to try-
Miranda like under him?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
You're being slightly squashed.
Yeah.
Well, Mercutio's leaning forward and Bracken's leaning forward, so you're sort of in the space behind Mercutio's
Right, you're
back
like-
right now.
Sure.
You're in a meat shield pocket right now.
Okay. Miranda, give me I guess. I don't know what this would be. I feel like I need a roll just to see.
Good old- Good old
You're
meat
gonna have
pocket.
like a +3 on it because everyone. But it is gonna be I don't know if it'd be like dexterity, stealth,
Presence and
dexterity,
stealth, maybe. Just like trying not to be obvious.
presence, and you know what? I'm gonna do it as presence and expression. You're not like. I don't think Miranda is aware of what's happening, so it's not like you're actively trying to do anything, but it's more like, are you
Good roll.
subsumed within the nonsense that is happening currently?
Oh, you said I get +3 on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it would be minus. Hang on. No, yeah, +3. Sorry.
Okay.
Success is
Thinking
good.
of
It's -3.
Yes.
It's gonna be really bad.
successes are good. I was thinking opposite. Yeah.
Oh my
Hot
gosh.
damn.
5
you
dice,
are-
5 successes.
So buried beneath other people's.
Does she know why? Like, does she have any idea as to why? Because all of a sudden people are just acting weird and she's under.
You want to do a wits and empathy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you don't know specifically why, you might pick together that people are
Yeah.
protecting you.
I'll give you a +3. Things are. This also feels like it'd be fairly easy to do.
4 successes.
They're trying to hide you.
Okay.
And
Except
That guy
Rowan
was-
was trying to stay hidden.
yeah, Rowan is.
Mercutio's handling that because if Miranda's on the side that he's on, you're on the opposite side from Mercutio. So
Yep.
Mercutio's completely blocks you from view, Rowan.
Mhm. Yeah, Rowan, you feel fine.
Rowan's probably
Yeah.
also like hiding behind
No,
Gwenaria's.
Rowan
reclining
is
chair.
hidden. Rowan does not feel fine.
That's fair.
That's
That's fair.
But he
Did you
says
have-
no reports of anything
No
at all.
reports. Sorry.
So
All right. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. And he rolls up the window and makes sure to have a heavy exhale before he pulls his head back and fogs it up very nicely.
No.
So is there anything?
Uh,
So is there anything else you need, an officer?
No, have a good day. We'll hand back the wallet and registration etc. And will head back toward his car.
Here we
As
go.
So you
Sen
sort of
fades to
pause
black.
there as Radar sort of turns the engine back on, gets back on the road, heads out.
Yusho
He's still
leans
standing-
back, sort of like
he's kinda
slumps
like-
into the seat.
Standing and looking confused.
Just kind of watches us go.
But the cop,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. Bracken definitely goes back into the cargo, and as we pull away, kind of does a little like wipe on the back windshield to try and watch this guy as we're leaving.
like Miranda will stare out like at him as we're leaving.
Okay.
Distract
Things more
attention.
complicated. I'm sorry. She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
good.
She's curious. She knew to keep quiet while in the car.
Well, to be fair, pulling away, he's out the back window, which means there's a bracket in the way.
Like, does she seem to recognize this person at all? Is what she's trying to get an idea on.
You do not recognize this person.
Okay.
He, with the 4 at that point, he looks like he's trying to place someone. Like that was, I thought I saw someone. He's not entirely sure. And it was a little bit weird. There's a lot of chest happening. And yeah. Looks kind of confused.
Keep driving, keep driving, keep driving.
Okay.
What was-
Wanna tell me what that one was?
What-
Y'all
why would-
reacted.
No fucking idea, but
He was looking for Miranda, and we weren't about to let that happen.
oh
Generally speaking,
Why?
fault cops in general.
yeah, they don't tend to react to people like me very well.
Why was he looking for me?
Don't know why, but he was looking for you.
Oh, you might know.
No.
Wits and empathy on Miranda.
Sure. Go ahead.
Does intentions apply here as well?
Yeah,
Okay. 4 successes.
Miranda.
She's so confused.
Okay.
She has
She
no idea what's
basically
going
genuinely
on.
doesn't
Yeah.
genuinely does not know.
And never in her life has someone been looking for her. So she's
Which is-
really confused.
Reach out and pat you on the shoulder.
Thanks.
We got your back.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Everybody's trying to reconstruct stuff. We've been back less than 24 hours at this point, I think. And we don't know what's changed since we were gone.
Mercutio refuses to call attention to the fact that Bracken is speaking complete sentences again.
Oh,
Unless Radar decides
Radar's
to do it first.
noticed.
Yeah, no, he fully expects Radar to have noticed, but he was
Uh-huh.
not going to pass up an opportunity. to-
He's watching things in the rearview mirror. This is interesting.
Look, I have been in Arcadia for the better part of a decade. And yet, when we stumbled out into the woods last night, turns out maybe 5 hours had passed, all told.
Mhm.
Mine was similar, but it was more like 6 months.
Mine was like a month.
Be that as it may, I probably still have the remnants of a life out here. Now, the fact that my car is gone,
What are the
And
odds your
there's
car?
no
what are the-
evidence
what
of
are the
it.
odds your car is caught on the other side? Just a random car in the middle there.
Radar, have you ever heard of a car crashing through into the middle space?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's less helpful. Really?
Yup.
Once or
Okay,
lots
I
of
guess we'll have an
times?
I guess that's our working theory, is that my car is somewhere in the thorns now.
Or somebody took it.
Not lots of times, but like, every so often.
So
You guys don't have anybody on patrol out here that would have like seen, oh, hey, random abandoned car. Guess I better move that.
Eyes kind of flick up and look at you in the rear view. No, I think I would have heard.
Okay.
Especially if it was just last night.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
best.
Nah, it's just, it would have been convenient, is all.
So listen, not to be the materialistic one here, but I'm going to be the materialistic one here.
I mean, that's kind of been what I was after too, but sure, go ahead. I'll share.
I'm just saying, if you functionally have been gone for 5 hours, a month, a few months, some of y'all might have bank accounts. Some of y'all might have a home that still has rent, that might be only be a few days or a couple weeks or not at all past due on rent and thus haven't been evicted.
Miranda, you had a dorm.
Yeah. Yeah. And she'll say, yeah, I had a dorm room.
And there was a month, you said?
I think a month and a half. Yeah.
Might still be yours.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like
You
I
might have possessions there.
Does she remember like a roommate or anything?
Give me what did I have it be for Bracken?
intelligence, composure is what I've been rolling.
Composure.
Yeah.
Yeah, to remember stuff.
I don't remember a lot about myself, but I do know that
3 successes.
Yeah.
whenever I was in town, I was living with Amber.
Miranda, you had a shared dorm room with this other girl, and your dorm was, hang on, let me find where I had put that information. Which page was it? I need to organize things.
Which side of the river are we on?
South.
Wadsworth, South.
South side?
Wadsworth Hall.
With everyone talking about how long it's been, is there a role I can make for Gwynaria to see if she can piece together how long she's been away?
Yeah, composure, intelligence.
I figure I as a player figure she's been away a few years, but I don't know exactly how long. So,
do you think you're good with people's names, Miranda, or not so much? You think you're friendly with your roommates? Okay.
I feel like she's the kind of person that she would know all about the roommate, but the roommate doesn't really know about her.
Excellent. Okay, you were the creepy roommate.
Yeah.
She was the weird girl.
Roommate.
Excellent. So Wadsworth Hall, and your roommate's name was Karen.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll find out.
Don't go back there.
we're not going back there.
No, we
like
could
she wasn't close. She
absolutely
was
go back
out.
there.
She was out all the time. Like went to parties a bunch. You weren't really into that. You didn't really like hang out with anything. You had one of those dorm styles where you've got two. You can either do the modular furniture, where you can do the bunk bed situation, or two side by side. And she wanted to do the two side by side. Was really, really tight in there. Her side of the room had a lot of posters and stuff up. You don't remember the specifics about what was on them. It was stuff you weren't really into. And yours was probably mostly blank. There's not a lot of communication back and forth,
Just
Except
fucking
for-
wall to wall supernatural posters.
except for the occasional "Don't come back to the room. I need it."
Hey, look, Jensen Ackles can
Okay.
do no wrong.
Yeah, I remember my dorm room. I had a roommate named Karen.
Hey,
You have my condolences.
to be fair, it's 2013. That name is not a
He
bad
has
word
a-
yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, no.
No, this is on having a roommate. One success on.
I mean,
Gwenara, you had booked a hotel room that night,
Yeah.
but you never got to it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I know how long ago that was.
Ooh. That was a good 3 years.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Does Bracken remember anything on a single success about his former living situation?
Didn't you remember earlier that you had a dorm?
I don't.
Oh.
Oh, I did.
No. Bracken with a single success. Let me look at that page again.
I thought something had been said about you having a dorm.
no.
No,
I think we had made it. Yeah, like
I
That
was
was an
looking.
assumption.
you might have a home or a
Yeah.
dorm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you might
Mhm.
have.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Bracken.
I lived at that Greek house. No, I don't know.
No, that's not it.
That doesn't
Thank
seem like-
Christ.
I was gonna say that does not
It's
sound like
definitely-
Bracken's speed.
not his thing.
Bracken. Bracken, the
Tech frat boy.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
fraternity boy. Yeah.
You had when when Miranda brings up Wadsworth, that rings a bell.
I think
That was like a they have like a themed communities in that. It's one of the larger on campus housing options, and they have themed communities. You used to live there back in your undergrad or like
Okay.
your first year. You
Live
don't
near-
live there now.
okay.
You visited there a lot though. You remember going there.
Fuck, was I
I don't
dating
know exactly
Karen?
where you live.
Having failed
Hilarious.
having failed to
Sorry.
I'm the reason she said not to come back to the room. Oh no.
having failed on her intelligence composure to try and recall the community theater scene, Mercutio asks, Radar, do you happen to know any of the local community theaters?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's the
Have they
theater
changed
department
in
on
the last-
campus.
How they changed in the last 5 years, I think, is the important question.
6 months.
Oh goodness.
Well, no, because it's been 5 years, so I would probably.
I was gonna
know them
say,
pretty
yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, for you, yeah.
Question. Well, a quick question while Mara's looking that up.
Yep.
How many of you were college students?
Grad.
I went to college for theater, but it'd been several years.
Apparently, I'm the old fart.
I was towards the end of. I've only got 8 credits left to complete. So
I mean,
Congrats.
wasn't doing much with my life, but
yeah, I think
apparently
I'm
the oldest.
unenrolled. Because while y'all have been like 5 hours and 10 minutes and shit like that, it's been 5 years.
3 for me.
Hey, it's not a contest. Radar will speak up. Community theater.
It is between us.
All right. Okay.
It's not.
Um,
but it is.
Besides the ones connected to the universities. So here, there's a little one with Finlandia.
I would have been in
nearest-
that one when I was in college, but both Amber and I are out of it by now.
Nearest ones are going to be Calumet Theater, Ottenoggin. Then you're getting kind of a ways away, like Marquette and Ironwood and shit.
Does
Do
I'm
any of
just
those
gonna
ring a bell? Sorry.
no, you're good.
Those do ring bells for you. Like all of those names ring bells. Like
Yeah,
none
the
of
names
them
Bell Ringos.
sound like home to you because that was not.
No, I was literally
You
a
were-
wandering Renfest reenactor.
but all of
I don't have a
those, like,
home theater.
Yeah, all of those like kind of sound. Yeah, I think I've been there probably.
Like between the two of us, Amber was the one who would have a home theater.
Exactly. Yep.
Does insert whichever of them here because I don't know which one.
Mhm.
Do they still do drags? Drag nights, drag weeks, drag whatever?
Drag
Yeah.
extravaganzas.
They have one at the beginning of December actually. They're kind of
Thank
No.
Christ. I was worried it was gonna die out.
there you go. All right. Well, we hear he parks outside of the gates of the cemetery. You have not figured out the end of season 4 of MASH. It'll remain a mystery.
Oh no.
Except for those of us who have
Not
seen
that.
it.
Well, thanks, Radar. You'll probably be hearing from us. We'll handle that ghost thing for you, I guess, eventually.
Yeah, give me a ring when you're ready.
Oh, the wheels come full circle. We are here.
Where's the ghost thing again?
The
Up
ghost.
in the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going
think-
on an expedition into a mine. Isn't that exciting?
Oh, I thought we
To
were
hunt
look- I thought-
ghosts.
I thought we were looking into the toxicity of tree sap.
We're gonna wait. What?
Long story. Listen, we had a whole backstory for what we were gonna do. It was gonna be great.
Bernardi's
We
shirt
leave
is
it in the
shredded for some
past.
reason as you
We
like
leave
get
it in
out
the
and
past.
What the fuck happened to your shirt?
It was improved. Thank you very much.
Strategy. Strategy happened to my shirt.
Okay, now sap is not a good indicator of toxicity. You're gonna want to look at
You're
deposits.
missing the point, Bracken.
I fucking went to school for this, man.
bye.
Anyway.
Not the
Card
point.
drives off. Miranda.
I'm the hired muscle. I
Oh no,
wasn't paid
Miranda
to
was just waving goodbye.
understand
Okay.
the science.
Okay.
You helped me come up with it, bitch.
I know.
Hmm.
I was so tempted. I
Sorry.
was so tempted to go. I know, slut, but that's not Quinaria's character at the moment. So
No,
Can
no,
I-
no. It's we'll get you there.
I would just like to apologize for the wild car goose chase. Sorry for
It's
dragging
fine. If he'd
everybody
found it, it
along.
would have
No,
been a
sweetie.
valuable asset. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently it's in the
Oh.
thorns somewhere. So
and we
Or
learned
somebody else drove it off. Like,
if somebody okay, that would have to be a really quick reaction though, because like Old Mill is not the most traveled road probably this time. We didn't see hardly anybody while we were out there.
look at it. Look at it this way.
weirder shit has happened.
It wasn't It wasn't necessarily a wild goose chase. We know where it's at now, or have an idea of where it could possibly be.
Yeah, that's true.
That's valuable and might be relevant in the future.
Yep.
like
Miranda,
somebody.
the mausoleum door is open.
Oh no. Miranda will run to it and look
What?
inside.
Where's she going?
to check on Horf.
There is no Horf.
Where
There
was
is a
Horf?
bird kind of in the middle of the floor. sort of sitting there, kind of pecking away at something. Like some bird seed.
Body of Horf.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid
I was
of.
gonna say, I thought that's how that was gonna end.
Pecking away at something, and you notice a pool of blood, and then a leg, and then the body of Horf.
No, Miranda will run like back into the doorway. Horf is gone.
Oh, shitballs.
They're a semi-sentient creature. I assume
Bracken will
they
go
went
up and
for a
check
walk.
and start looking for fucking tracks and shit.
Yeah. Does it look like somebody was dragged off or just walked away?
Yeah. Bracken, intelligence and science, please.
This wouldn't be survival for tracking?
No.
Because he has
you
a
can also
specialty for
you can
tracking
also do
survival.
both of those. Intelligence,
Okay.
science, and intelligence survival.
Okay.
For
Intelligence
Rowan,
and science.
intelligence, survival, or intelligence and investigation, just for like general clues.
I am
for tracking.
equally good
Bad.
at both, so
Okay.
I will do. I don't know why I give. Oh no, I know why I gave myself survival. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because that is their most recent habit. So
Okay.
Nope. I didn't say
okay.
I was good at it.
Yeah. But
2
you have
successes on
positive
the
numbers.
intelligence science, half the successes on twice the dice for the other one. One success
Excellent.
on survival.
All right. So the bird inside the mausoleum
Mm-hmm.
is a small partridge.
Okay.
The
Do we have a pair?
tracks.
We can get one.
It looks like
The
the
partridge in it.
door was kind of like broken a little bit from inside, like the same, like similar to kind of how your door in your office got left behind. It looks like it was tried to be forced open from the inside, but there wasn't a Horf maybe couldn't apply enough pressure, so it's like kind of like loose on the hinges or loose on there. But it looks like it was actually opened from outside. You don't see any tracks in any of the mud, and there is mud. It's now like getting frozen because snow is has been falling.
Okay.
You don't see any tracks though.
And the partridge is still in there, like pecking around and stuff.
Yep. Some like
Bracken will look very sternly at the partridge. Horv.
Miranda is running
Horf, is
around
that
the
you?
cemetery screaming, Horf!
The bird takes off.
Miranda.
Girl.
Horf!
Miranda.
Girl,
He's gonna try and
stop.
stop the bird.
Miranda, babe, please.
Dexterity athletics.
You are
There
running.
might be people in the graveyard.
You are running around a public cemetery, screaming Horf.
Horf! She's ignoring you guys.
2 successes to try and catch a partridge.
You've got it.
Yes.
It's a slow bird.
Right,
It's
yeah,
been
no, they're not
eating.
super fast. I'll grab it and I'll lift it up off the ground so that those scurry little legs can't get any traction. And I'll look it dead in the eyes. Horf, if you've turned into a bird, you need to change back right now.
The bird blinks at you.
Can I make any sort of roll to determine if Horf has used the same contract that I have to turn himself into a partridge?
Sure.
Okay.
Wits and empathy.
Okay.
Why?
I liked it.
I assume intentions empathy specialization does not apply to this.
No,
Okay.
-2 because
Okay.
it's a bird.
You're trying to empathy a bird.
I got a success, god damn it.
Doesn't seem to be responding to the sound of Horf's name.
Does anybody want partridge for dinner?
I'm chasing down Miranda now because somebody's got to. Because
Why?
God fucking damn it.
He'll crack the
Miranda, would you
partridge's
be going
neck.
towards the front of the cemetery or like back? There is a chain link fence around like the outer like kind of
Probably towards
semicircle.
probably towards the back, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it does like kind of slope up a little hill wise, and it's not super wooded. So you'd get a better vantage point up there.
She would
And
run
Rowan,
up there to see.
Rowan's following after you.
Miranda, please stop
Yeah,
for a moment.
Yeah. Okay. She'll stop.
We can find Horf.
You don't
But
like
running
Horf.
around yelling in the cemetery is not a good idea because we don't want to attract attention to us, right?
Okay, I'll stop yelling.
Okay.
I'm looking for Horf.
I will go with you.
Okay.
See if we can find them.
Almost beautiful.
Meanwhile, Brecken's standing there like your average retriever dog with the neck of a partridge in his mouth.
Oh my gosh!
Now...
Oh my gosh!
He's a fucking hunter, man. Come on.
Still haven't shaken the hole using your teeth on everything, eh?
It's the most efficient this way.
The bird's flapping by this point.
Can I snap its neck?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Brecken does a little death shake, and we have a partridge.
Yeah, yes.
Thrice blessed they that master sow their blood.
That sounds like a quote from something.
It is.
All right, well, I'm gonna go, pluck this thing.
Lunaria is just staring off into the middle distance, silently monologuing to herself.
Can we get some of that silent monologue?
I used to be the queen of the tundra. I used to.
Mostly it's just, I spent the past, God knows how long, surviving by myself, and now I'm going to die because one of the college students that I'm trying to take care of is running around a cemetery screaming Horf.
We've got that covered. It's fine.
She has stopped screaming.
It's that was the start of it, and there's like sort of it's continued on just like silently
Yeah.
in her head. She's just
Snowballed a little bit from there. Magnificent.
staring just dead on into the middle distance, just not paying attention to any of you anymore.
We should probably get the rest of them inside. This it's gonna start getting real damn chilly, and we're gonna need to huddle for warmth.
I wonder what the other side looks like around here. Maybe there's better shelter.
Oh no, I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be much, much worse.
Well,
but I'll pop over if you like.
They mentioned the existence of hollows.
Oh right, in this area, didn't they?
Yeah, they mentioned that hollows could be found around here.
That's not a bad idea now. Yeah. I'm kind of tapped on the whole
I've got
magic.
one last dose of the magic in me, and then
Maybe we should get somebody else to open the door, because I think
Yeah.
you and me have been burning the tank most of this.
What are the two of you
just a bit.
talking about? Kunari says, finally coming back to reality.
Hey, you!
You've got feathers in your teeth.
Crossing. Thanks. Crossing over to the other side, because Radar said there. Mercutio said that Radar said, because I apparently missed that bit, that there's hollows here about maybe abandoned. There might be better shelter in the thorns. Weird as it is that that's a sentence that I said.
How would you find it?
I mean,
According to Radar, you pump some of that magic into a door or door-shaped thing or
Like
passage, basically.
Like this door right here?
Like this door, yes.
In her, can I still see Rowan and Miranda?
Yeah, I think that I don't know if you're intending. Are you intending to kind of like? I think at this point, the agreement in your conversation was reached. Were you intending to kind of like go around the outside, go toward the front? Are you walking toward where everyone else is? by this
I
point.
am letting Miranda lead the way
Okay.
in the search.
I'd probably recommend one of those interior archways so that we're not opening a door that's visible to the entire
Well, hang
cemetery.
on. They're figuring it out
Yeah.
real quick.
Miranda.
She doesn't know where she's going right now. She's obviously just wandering.
Okay. So you can see Gwenari, you can see them kind of like wandering around up the hills. It looks kind of aimless.
If it's aimless,
So-
my character's name, Rowan, will actually give it direction so like that we can legitimately search the whole cemetery. Because once we're done, we're done.
Yep.
I will.
So they, and then
I will give an authoritative girls towards them to see if we can get their attention.
I assume that's a middle finger.
No, that's
Oh, okay.
just a,
Okay, sorry. Your hand
hand
was up out
raised.
of frame, so I was like,
Yeah.
going by Jeremy's normal. What would I,
I mean,
assume that
that is not an unfair. Yes. We're just doing a search. We'll be back.
Might know where they went.
We'll be right there.
Okay.
Let's go. They have an idea.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. There's no. You said there weren't any tracks around here.
Well, he hasn't said anything
have you?
yet. Right.
I'm sorry.
No,
That-
Gwenari is just going. You're looking for someone who's disappeared. We're in the middle of a place where apparently there are hollows.
Yeah. Well,
They-
Mercutio will say that actually kind of makes sense. If he's nowhere to be found around here, he might have crossed.
Well, yeah, that's possible. There's no tracks. And honestly, based on the way the door is set, it looks like he was trying to break out. But the weird bit is it looks like somebody opened it from the outside. So somebody found him, which is,
Or someone,
its own level of extraordinarily concerning.
or someone just opened the door after he left. If he did leave the
No,
door.
he couldn't get out based on
No,
what I'm
if
seeing.
he
Yes.
crossed over,
Oh,
he'd
but
been
if
pounding on the door, crossed over, someone opened the door after he was gone.
Oh, that like if he
potentially.
left
Mm.
from the inside into the
Yeah.
maybe I don't know.
Wait till they get back over.
Yep.
If everyone could please step into the mausoleum.
What'd you say, Mara?
it's definitely feathers.
Yeah, Bracken's got like little bits of feathers kind of
Oh.
down his shirt, and he's definitely holding a mostly plucked bird corpse.
Okay.
Yum. So what's the plan?
Apparently there's
He just ate.
something- Apparently there is something called a hollow around
Right. They
here
were talking about that.
that we can find by
Oh,
opening a
geez.
door. And Gunari just gestures at the door. So let's go
Gods and
inside.
goddesses. Okay, fine.
Ushers everyone inside.
If we get across and there's any hobgoblins, let me take point on that, okay?
Closes the door. And I'm going
Yep.
to try to glamour open a door. Going
Yeah,
out the
so
other
you
way.
can- Yep. So you can open a door into the hedge or a gate into the hedge by spending 1 glamour. You only have to do that once per season. So if that gets open, it can be opened again very easily because you've like kind of cleared the way a little bit.
Yeah, so she'll still close the door and look at it and then straighten her shoulders, and as she does, much more of the mien comes through. So like much more towering, ice dragon than tall Icelandic woman. And just with one massive claw, just reaches up to the sill, grabs the air, and rends open the doorway.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. And as this shimmers, that's where we're going to leave it for this week. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.